Hey guys, Straya Guy in Korea here, and today, or at least when I'm filming this, it might be a different day for you guys, but at the moment, it's Australia Day. Now, being Australia Day and being me here in Korea, it got me thinking of some of the things that I missed from Australia, namely the food. Now, I decided that I'm going to do a top 5 list of some of the foods that I've missed from Australia that aren't as commonplace here in Korea. So, coming in at number 5, we'll be counting upwards, number 5 is custard. Now, the times when I think that I've really wanted some delicious dessert like custard, I can just go straight into Woolies or my local grocer and get like an already made cold custard. I could drink it right there if I wanted. Here in Korea, custard is not quite as popular. It's in the larger grocery stores. I can get it in like powder form and make it. I don't want to have to make it to start with, but it's not as popular as they have things with red bean in it. Now, red bean, I don't even know what it starts off as. Anyway, it's a paste here as a dessert type paste. So imagine replacing all your like custard tarts or custard filled things or pouring custard on top of something with this red dry paste. I'm not saying it's horrible. It's more for me just the texture or even just the disappointment that it's not custard. So I'm missing my custard, I think, just being able to have that for dessert. So number 5, my custard. Number 4, mince, like mince meat. I think it's more the fact of, I guess it's not as common to eat mince meat here. It's not that we don't eat meat, it's just mince dishes like when I think, oh, my lasagna, or when I want to make like a bolognese, like, or something like that. Or even just, yeah, mince with cheese and just eating it. It's just not common to eat mince here, I think. So there's not as many dishes. We've got more like larger cuts of meat or like broths with large portions of the meat that then falls off into brothy soups. So I can get it, but one, it's, like I said, not really popular with different dishes here. And number 2, it's, I guess, more expensive. I can go get pork for cheaper than mince, so why wouldn't I get pork? I guess it's delicious. So anyway, that's one. It kind of flows on to my next one, I guess, when I say mince, as number 3, sausages, beef sausages. Now, I really enjoy eating like just a basic beef sausage that I can get, like, getting my, getting a snag, getting a sanger, whatever you want to, bangers, whatever you want to call them, beef sausage. They have sausages here in Korea, but they're more like Kranskis and hot dogs. So it's either going to be some larger or spicy sausage that's really expensive, or it's going to be a really cheap, hot doggy tasting, fall apart sausage. It doesn't have that beef taste that from just the classic sausage when you go to, like, Bunnings and you buy the sausage, $2, $1, whatever they're charging for one these days. I've even had fish sausages. I don't know if it's fish mince or like flavoring, but yeah, it looks like a real sausage and then you eat it and it's like, whoa, what? And it's fish. So yeah, missing the beef sausage. Now, speaking of fish, that brings me to number 2, fish and chips. The local fish and chip shops eating like a battered fish. Now, yeah, there's plentiful fish dishes here in Korea, but I suppose, one, if I want to get some kind of battered fish, it's usually like a crumbed, like they like their crumbed style fish, I think here, the tempura crumbed things. So, and you'll get like a little prawn maybe or that, not really large fish portions. The other version is, oh great, I want to order a fish, and it literally looks like they just got the fish and then lit it on fire. It sits there, a whole fish, you got to peel off your skin and dig through it, work through the bones. I'm a pretty picky eater to start with, I'll be honest, but I miss just going takeaway and just getting, like, my like large chips and a battered fish and just having this big plonked down massive whole fish without any bones in it, and it's got a delicious fatty greasy batter around. I could put it on a sandwich, I could eat it with some tomato sauce. It's just missing fish served that way, I think. Like I said, I'm picky, but at the same time, it's when you just want to eat a big portion of fish without worrying about bones or that, it's just different, okay? It's different. It's the same as eating, like, chips or a baked potato. Anyway, bringing me to number 1. Now, number 1, I guess it's a bit of an iconic thing here. It's the meat pie. Now, I don't know. I cannot find a meat pie here in Korea. They've got like some croquet things at some bakeries or that. It's not the same. It's not the same. Someone tells you it's the same. No, it's not the same. Just having that meat pie, especially now we're in winter here in Korea, so you guys back in Australia, you're in summer, but the winter, when I've got that one, I'm thinking like soccer and a hot meat pie, or the footy and a hot meat pie, and I just can't fill that void. Here in Korea, they've got like dumplings, or like maybe some kimbap, that's like sushi, the Korean word for sushi, essentially. That's kind of like our meat pie. So someone's walking around, oh, let's just go to any shop, pretty much any of these bakery shops or little shops, they're bound to sell like mandu or dumpling style things. That, oh great, like I can eat that. The same way that when we go, oh, I can go to this fish and chip shop and get a meat pie. I can go to this baker, get a meat pie. I can go to this really fancy restaurant and get some gourmet cottage, whatever. It's still a meat pie, just in a tin or something. So anyway, point being, I think that's number one that I'm missing. So I mean, next time that you're sitting there, like, you know, just eating these things, even if it's a Woolies frozen meat pies, little mince pies in that 24 packs, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted, because right now, thinking about them, it's getting my mouth watering. I miss my mince pies. Anyway, that's my top 5 list. Thought I'd share it with you. Hopefully, like I said, there might be more top 5s to come. I'm the Straya Guy in Korea, and I don't have a clever sign-off.